that you have decided to join me on today. So I welcome you. Hey, hello everybody. I am so happy that you have decided to join me on today. So I welcome you. Come on in, relax. Welcome to Lakitatsharpe's famous exclusive inspirational channel. And hey, check out all of my books over at my website. And also, if you want an autograph copy, and also check Amazon.com because I have books over there as well. If you want to donate to this ministry and sow a seed into this ministry, thank you for everything. Thank you for that. So today is Saturday, January 4th, and it's 9:32 p.m. So yes, it is. So I welcome you. Hello everybody. Come on in and relax and let us go. This is gonna be one of my favorite messages that I'm about to say, whatever it's gonna be. Let the Spirit of God move, shall we? So I rarely plan messages. I just go with it. I just go as I go. So anyway, let us go. We're going to talk about this. Warriors who suffer in silence. Warriors who suffers in silence. Are you a warrior? I can raise my hand. I am a warrior. Are you a warrior? Have you ever suffered in silence? Raise your hand. It's okay. Yeah, I've been there. Yes, you're not alone. Warriors who suffers in silence. Well, sometimes, oh Lord, Holy Spirit, help me with this. Sometimes you can be going through some hard things and some hard battles, but you don't want nobody to know because you know that, you a warrior, right? And you are used to handling stuff. You handle stuff in silence. You can be going through a lot of hard things. You can be hurting really, really bad. You can be going through really, really bad, but you don't call on people. You don't call on nobody. You don't let nobody know because it's like you are built. You're specially built. You're specially built like a warrior kind of person. So it's like you are pretty much. It's like you are. You're like a warrior. So you go through tests, you go through trials, you go through different things, and sometimes you're scared. Sometimes you do get scared. You do get very scared. You do get, it's not like you don't feel, because you feel everything. It's just that you are so strong. You are so strong and you're like, I can handle it. I can handle it. I'm not going to call on nobody until it gets to a point where I definitely need to call somebody for help. So you go through things. You suffer and you sit there and you suffer and you suffer. You probably have gone through many dark nights that nobody knows about, right? Many dark nights nobody knows about, where the enemy probably attacked you so hard, so hard, came after you big time. You have had major battles and you have faced them alone. It's almost like a warrior has something about them You know, some people, when they go through, they call on everybody. They got to make phone calls, call this person, call that person, call all these different people and bring them into their, what they're going through. But you're different. You know, you can go through things alone without nobody knowing. You know, you are that strong to handle your battles with God. With God. You have made it all these years, and you have fought so many battles you have gone through. Am I telling the truth? Am I speaking to you right now? But see, I want you to know this. If it gets too hard, okay? If it gets too hard, it's okay to reach out to somebody if you really need to. I know that you are a warrior. I know that you are strong. But it's okay to make a phone call if you want to say, hey, I'm going through. Can you pray for me? You know, if you call the right person, the right person. You hear what I'm saying? Not the person that's going to say, go and tell the whole world. You're calling the right person, the right person, the person that, how you doing? Yeah, the person that when you're going to God, and a person that goes to God, you don't have to worry about, you don't have to worry about them going to talk up to everybody else. They're going directly to the God source. Those are my people that go there. You go to them, but they're going to God. That's what they're going to. They're going to God. They're not going to tell their mama. They're not going to tell their mama. They're going to God. So, yeah. But warriors, you guys are specially built. Specially built. See, you can be standing by somebody right now and you can be in pain. You can be going through it mentally. You can be going through it. And nobody knows. You're not letting nobody know. And you're standing right beside them. But you're hurting. Sometimes you feel like you can handle this alone than to bring everybody in with you. Sometimes you have more peace going through it alone than talking to somebody. Sometimes you're like, no, I'm just going to handle this with God. God knows how to handle this. You don't need everybody. You're one of those persons that you don't have to call on your mama and your daddy all the time. You don't have to call on nobody all the time. You could go directly to God and the Holy Spirit, if you have the Holy Spirit, But, but the warriors, there's something mighty about a warrior. Some of you have been trained from a young age, from childhood, and been training and training and training. And you have fought enemies on different levels. You started off in high school with bullies. And as you get older, you have been having to fight even more, enemies, even more higher devils. Each level brought a new devil in your life. Each level. And it's like the higher you get, the stronger you get in God. You're facing different enemies of all sorts of enemies. All kinds with different faces. Same spirit, but different enemy with a different face. That's all it is. They have different faces, but it's the same enemy in different people. Yeah, so you have gone through it, my warrior friend. You have gone through, you are a special breed. Some of you have fought cancer battles. You know, some of you have fought mental health battles. Some of you have fought, you know, some serious strokes, you know, some serious, you know, pains in your body, serious pains. You know, some of you have gone through nightmares. Some of you have dealt with betrayals. You have gone through a lot. And can I not leave this video talking about Jesus Christ? How Jesus Christ, who is the Son of God, the only begotten Son of God, who was an innocent person, and he was accused of being a criminal, right? And doing all these wrong things, and died on the cross for the world's sins. And as he was being tormented by his enemies, you know, he suffered there, not saying a word. All these people, he sat there, putting up with all these people, how they just mistreated him. He didn't do anything. He tried to be good. He tried to do his best. And he sat there and didn't say a word while people was accusing him. He was a warrior who was suffering in silence. I know what it's like. You're a good person, right? And you're going through and being mistreated. You're being lied on. You're being accused for doing nothing wrong. You are a good warrior. Warriors who suffer in silence. Are you that warrior? You have been very brave. And you have been very courageous. God always told his chosen ones, whatever you do, be brave and courageous. And you are not alone, because God is with you. And I am here to say to you, my warrior, that as you go through these battles, you are not alone. God is with you. I know that it gets hard sometimes. I know that you want to scream, you want to cry out. You might want to even run to your mama. You know, you might even want to run to your daddy. Maybe they're no longer here anymore, you know, but you want to run to them. Sometimes you just want to run to them. But you choose to face these battles alone, you know. Sometimes you don't even tell your wife, right? I understand. I know. The Holy Spirit in me knows what you're going through. Sometimes you don't even tell your husband, right? Yeah. I want you to know that God is going to save you through all your troubles and all your battles, no matter how hard it may be. No matter what you are going through, no matter what you are dealing with, God will always be right there with you. Okay? You don't have to be ashamed, and you don't have to be scared. It's okay to admit that sometimes you have hard times. It's okay. It's okay to admit that a part of you. It's okay. You are human. It's okay. Hey, I don't feel good today. Hey, I'm not myself today. Hey, I'm going through today. But keep me in prayer. I'm going to make you through. It's okay. Okay? Well, anyway, I got to go. That's my time. I will see you in the next video. We are the chosen ones. We do